In 2009, Luton Town's unassailable 30-point deduction ensured their relegation from League Two. But what happens if you give that team one of the best forwards in world football? Can they survive? And just like that, Zlatan Ibrahimović has arrived in Luton. He has all the essential attributes to make him an elite striker: technique, finishing, and mentality. Not to mention that physicality which has allowed him to dominate defenders throughout his career. Aged 26, he's already scored over 100 club league goals over the course of his career in Sweden, Holland, and Italy. The 08-09 season would be his best yet, as he found the back of the net 29 times for Inter, firing them to a third consecutive Serie A title. Whilst his squad in Milan featured the likes of Luis Figo, Patrick Vieira, and Hernan Crespo, he's not going to enjoy the same quality of teammates this time around. According to FM, the Hatters' most valuable player, aside from Ibra, is Sam Parkin, a journeyman forward who spent the majority of his career in England's lower leagues. He should provide a good partner, at least, at the top of the field. They also have a pretty talented left-back, Kevin Nichols. In 2005, he'd feature in the League One team of the season, as his side ensured promotion to the Championship. However, those good times must seem like a distant memory. Just 4 years later, they'd lose their Football League status altogether. That 30-point deduction would prove to be fatal. Without it, they would have registered 56 points and finished comfortably mid-table. But this time around, they have a certified superstar. Let's move through the season and see if he can save them. It would be a slow start to the season with 3 back-to-back defeats. In desperate need of a victory, Bury made the trip south. Zlatan would register a brace as his side finally picked up 3 points. A week later, and Luton would play host to Shrewsbury Town. In reality, they were playoff finalists in the 08-09 season, losing out to Gillingham in the final. One major reason for their success back then was the form of Grant Holt. Long before he donned the colours of Norwich City, he played a single season in Shropshire, finishing as League Two's joint Golden Boot winner. Ibra would open the scoring with 25 minutes played. Finding himself in an acre of space, he runs in from the corner of the box before converting. In this level of competition, the Swede was beginning to thrive. An awful clearance by the keeper puts him in one-on-one to score the winner. He was becoming a creative force too. Dropping deep into the midfield, he sets Craddock away for another match winner. As October drew to a close, another interesting challenge would present itself. Now a Premier League side, back in 2009, Bournemouth actually placed 21st in the League Two table. Similarly to Luton, they endured a major points deduction. Under the stewardship of a 30-year-old Eddie Howe, he navigated his side to safety. The following season, he'd win promotion altogether. But even he had no answer to Zlatan. A first-half hat-trick at Kenilworth Road, including this absolute thunderbolt, ensured another 3 points for his new club. With half of the season played, Luton are doing very well. With 13 wins and 5 draws, they'd actually be joint top of the table right now if not for the point imposition. Only 19 points away from the playoffs too. There's definitely plenty to play for in the remaining fixtures. Good form would continue into the new year. January would see 3 out of 4 wins, including a demolition of Lincoln City. In real life, it would be Brentford who got their hands on the League Two title as they continued their climb to the top of the English football pyramid. Nowadays, they have a squad filled with multi-million-pound talent. In this edition of FM, their most valuable player was Charlie McDonald. The 2009 season was probably the pinnacle of his career, as he found the back of the net 16 times. And it would be a real back-and-forth game. In the 73rd minute, Ibra would complete his hat-trick with one of my favourite goals of the year, beating a stranded keeper from about 40 yards. With the scores tied at 3, he wasn't content with a point. Finding space on the edge of the box, he fires home the winner from range. The Swede was truly playing like a man possessed. In January and February alone, he found the back of the net 17 times. To no one's surprise, he's making this level of competition look easy, scoring goal of the season contenders again and again. An ultimate match day of the season would see Luton Town host Darlington. Between the posts for the visitors, ex-Premier League keeper Andy Oakes. During Derby's 2002 season, he played 20 matches in England's top flight. But that seems a long time ago now. He'd have a torrid afternoon, allowing Zlatan a 21-minute hat-trick. Probably should have saved this one too. Here are our man's full season stats. He was very durable, in all playing 49 matches with his new side. In total, he'd contribute 81 goals and assists in all competitions. Just 4 of those goals were from the penalty spot. Impressively too, he was man of the match in nearly half of the games he played. Which really wasn't surprising, considering he ranked as the top scorer in the division, as well as the second top assister. But where did his side place in the table? Well, it really was an incredible second half of the season. Luton would only lose 2 league games out of their final 23. They formed one of the most potent attacking forces in the division's history, scoring 107 times in total. Ibra was an integral part of that too, either scoring or assisting 67% of those goals. And in red-hot form, he'd enter the playoffs for a semi-final against Grimsby. One interesting stat about Zlatan is he's the player most eliminated in the Champions League quarter-finals in history, 8 times. His 2 goals here in the first leg look to avoid that fate. With it looking like a mere formality, they'd visit Blundell Park. Kevin Nichols would open the scoring as Luton extended their lead to 3. In absolute cruise control and dreaming of walking out at Wembley, they'd take their eye off the ball. Widowson would complete the comeback, 3-3 on aggregate. Our man would convert from the spot, but defeat would follow. Heartbreaking for Zlatan as they narrowly miss out on the final. Zlatan Ibrahimovich is undisputedly one of the best forwards in modern football history. His legacy of scoring countless goals in some of the world's toughest divisions has ensured that, even here in the lower ebbs of English football, he did the same and was unlucky to not earn another medal at the end of the campaign.